Hey everyone, welcome to Tactical Minutes TV. Today we have another special guest here on the channel, Julian Araujo from LA Galaxy, US men's national team player as well. Julian, how are you doing today?
I'm good, my man. Thank you so much for having me on. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much for being here. Julian, I'm going to go right to the questions here so everyone can get to know you. We'll talk about US men's national team. We'll talk about L3. We'll talk about transfer rumors. We'll talk about a lot of things going on with LA Galaxy, the fans, everything. So first thing I wanted to talk about, this is more of a personal question from my end. You've played right back quite a bit. That's probably your main position. I've seen you playing the wing for the Olympic qualifying for LA Galaxy quite a bit. I've heard you played center back during your youth years. That's what I heard.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preferred position? Which one do you think you're best at? Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so obviously growing up, I played like all my youth years, I played right wing. And then maybe started like U15 when I got my first call up to the national team with Sean Shakiris. I played center back, right center back for quite a while. I was never the tallest, just very physical and strong, and I think that's why he played me there. And then I think leading up to like U7, I think I was like 16, and then I went up with my academy coach, Rudy Ibarra at Santa Barbara. He took me to like a national championship with like 2 ages higher, and I started playing right back. And I think that's whenever I started developing into a right back. And it was definitely a transition, but right now right back is my preferred position. I feel most comfortable there, and I feel like that's what's going to be my position leading into my career and into everything else. But yeah, I feel comfortable at right back. I don't mind playing right wing whenever the coach needs me, or if I need to anywhere on the field. But yeah, my preferred position is definitely right back.
I also think your performance is always a little higher than normal every time you're in the right back position. Solid on the back, can play out of the back, technical. And probably the technical aspect has a lot to do with the fact that you have already played an offensive role, which requires more technique.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, I think it was kind of good transitioning into the right back because now I know where to put the right wing, where I want the right wing to be, just positional wise, and how we're gonna press. And sometimes I even like when I played right wing against Seattle. O'Neal Fisher was behind me. It was just kind of visualizing where I should put my situation, where I would want my right wing to be in situations like that, where just to help out Fisher as much as I can. But I take it all into my head and just continue to learn like that.
Now, Julian, I'm going to move to the next question here, and this one, answer as comfortable as you are about this topic. So you've been with the U.S. men's national team quite a few times, youth level and even senior level, and Olympic as well. And you do have a Mexican citizenship as well from your family. And obviously, U.S. men's national team, Greg Berhalter, has been in touch with you. Has Tata Martino been in touch with you? And if it comes to a situation where you have both teams calling you up, I don't know if Mexico actually called you up yet. I know obviously the U.S. has. Do you have your mindset? What are your thoughts on that? What's going through your head in regards to that?
Yes. So obviously I've had a lot of conversations with Greg. I've been with the U.S. for all my youth years. But yes, there definitely has been conversations also with Tata and my agent, the federation reaching out to me and my family. But yeah, man, it's to be honest, right now, my focus is fully on the Galaxy and trying to develop each and every day and trying to just better myself on and off the field. Regarding decision, my doors are still open to both sides. I have not made a full decision on anybody, but yeah, whenever the time comes that I have to make a decision, is when I'll kind of settle in and trying to think about it more. But right now, I'm just focused with the Galaxy and trying to get to a championship.
Tough spot, right?
Yeah,
grew up in
definitely.
the States, family from Mexico, definitely have some ties there to Mexico as well. So
yeah, it's definitely tough. Stressful.
You mentioned the Galaxy right now, and I saw the other day you posted on Instagram a picture of a flag, and now the fans have a new nickname for you. They call you Baby Boy Jules now. Here at the channel, they don't give me nice nicknames for some. I never get a cool nickname. It's always like Tactical Lagger or Lactical. It's always like a loss. You got a cool nickname. They call you Baby Boy Jules. And do you want to talk about how did that nickname come up and your relationship with the fans, or they just made it up? What's that?
So Baby Boy Jules is definitely like it had nothing to do with the fans. I mean, now the fans are kind of hyping it up, and I love it. But yeah, it was just one day where me and Sebastian Leggett, Jonathan Bond went to lunch in Beverly Hills, and Sebastian's girlfriend Becky came over as well, and Becky and her crew were there. And we had been talking about a new nickname for me since Sebastian is They Love the Boy, so they wanted to bring something up for me. And Becky and her crew kind of said, Baby Boy Jules is like going with my flow, my vibe. It's catchy. And I said, all right, let's do it. And ever since there, I think I went live and just started saying something. And then Sebastian put on the live, Baby Boy Jules, and everybody just started hyping it up. And now it's everywhere now.
Yeah, they got the flag. We'll make it catchy here too. I'm gonna still keep calling you Julian Araujo, but
yeah.
everyone else, guys, it's Baby Boy Jules now
Baby
for
Boy
the
Jules
Galaxy.
now. Yeah, for sure.
And I see that you're extremely focused on LA Galaxy right now, which moves to one more question here. And I'll go back to one that I want to talk about. But so there's been a lot of transfer rumors about you going to Europe. I've seen you don't need to confirm any of the names. I'm just going to say a few names I saw out there. I saw Tottenham, Spurs. I saw Juventus at one point and many other clubs. Can you confirm and deny if there were actually offers already? And if you can, and you can say some teams if you want to, if you're comfortable, you can as well.
So like those two teams that you mentioned, it was just randomly one day that I woke up and I seen a bunch of rumors on Instagram, Twitter, everything was just blowing up. But me or my agent or the Galaxy front office never heard of anything like that. So that was definitely false. Regarding clubs being interested, there are clubs being interested that are interested in me. There's a lot of communications going on, but as of right now, nothing's too serious. Like I said earlier, man, my focus right now is with the Galaxy. But yeah, man, whenever the time's right and whenever I trust God's plan, so whatever He has planned for me is how I'm gonna go.
Yeah, just keep working on yourself and that. And I assume there were offers at this point, especially being in the national team and starting at a young age. Galaxy had a rough season last season, but they're still a top team in MLS, and we're seeing it this season a lot better too.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Julian, a little topic here that interests a lot of people here in the channel because it was very frustrating for everyone. You were a part of that team. You were in and out of the lineup. Let's talk a little bit about the Olympic qualifying. And obviously talk about as much as you want about it. We want to know there were a lot of issues. Mostly we don't really blame the players in here in the channel. We did see a lot of problems with the coaching staff mostly, but I don't want you to get into that. I don't want to put you in trouble or in any bad position. What can you talk about from your perspective? What went right? What you saw good things there? What was bad? And then talk about your experience as a player, what it meant to you to be there.
Obviously, for me, I mean everything. Everybody, all kids that play soccer dream of going to an Olympic qualifying, and obviously it didn't happen that we didn't qualify, which is a big bummer. But yeah, man, I think something that kind of lacked for us was just being like more of a family. There was just some groups that were hanging out, some other groups. I think that was something that was big for us as well. But yeah, man, I think all the talent was there. Obviously, there was talent that wasn't there. I think that's something that might have been big for us. It's just that some of the players that were left off that could have been there, that could have made a big difference, that had a lot of experience. I think that was just something we lacked. But yeah, man, obviously it was regarding that situation, we had enough talent to win, to qualify, and we didn't. So that's not an excuse, but yeah, man, I know we all went out there to do our best, and we gave it everything we had, and unfortunately, it wasn't our tournament. It didn't go our way.
I agree. Most people agree that definitely there were players missing. There's no doubt about that. We did have players that were left out that most certainly would have made a huge difference. But one thing you pointed out, it just shows what we're saying. We had enough of a good team to qualify. Maybe it was lack of leadership from the federation or coaching staff, whatever it was. They had to get the group together. We'll never know. Unfortunately, we didn't make it. Hopefully, they learned from it. Hopefully, and
no, for sure.
The talent was there for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, Now let's go to a more happy topic now. Back to happy topic. You played for the Barcelona Residency Academy in Arizona, right?
Yes.
How long did you play there for?
I played there for 1 year. Yeah,
1 year.
1 year.
And you played with Caden, Clark, Matthew Hoppe there?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
You did?
Caden was kind of like he was with the younger team, but he would train with us, play with us sometimes. But yeah, I played most of the time with Matthew Hoppe, and yeah.
I'm trying to learn more about that academy because it got you, it got Caden Clark, it got Matthew Hoppe, players that are already super young, already being successful and starting for their teams in different leagues. And is there any other player that played there with you guys? And why did it work so? Is it just the generation that was there? Is the
I
academy
think
actually
the generation there was just a lot of talent. Like we had really good players. I think it was the first year of their residency, I think, and we did really well for the club. I think that the club is very good as well. The training facility, the coaches, the technical director, just having the philosophy of playing like the Barca. But yeah, man, I mean, I guess having just the support system that they had there was definitely good. And we sleep, eat, train. We train there. We don't really leave the facility. It was all just focused on soccer and learning how they wanted us to play. But yeah, man, it was definitely got to give credit to everybody, that all the coaching and all the staff there, and obviously the players that were there.
All right. And then now here, another question for you. Out of the leagues that you have in the world, if you could choose one league to play for, is there a league you have the goal of going for, or a league that you dream of playing one day?
One league that I think would fit my playing style would probably be La Liga in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, my goal is to play in the Premier League. But yeah, man, I would love to play in Spain, La Liga. But obviously, I'm open to anywhere in Europe. I want to play at the highest level, and that's always been a dream of mine. So that's what I'm working hard and focused towards.
I wanted to play there as well, but unlike you, I didn't have the talent for it, so I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, La Liga, that's an interesting one. And then with that said, is there a club in Europe that your heart belongs to? Is there a club that you really like, or you grew up, or just
I grew up supporting Real Madrid, but it's my options are open.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I grew up Real Madrid. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I meant more in the sense, pretty much that a team that you grew up supporting.
Yeah.
Obviously, when it comes to playing, you're a professional player. You'll play and give your best wherever you go. So
yeah, 100%.
No doubt. Now, last but not least, since we said that you have Mexican ties, do you watch Liga MX?
A little bit. I used to watch it a lot more, like when I was living at my house with my family, because it's the league that they watched. But yeah, I watched it. I watched it a little bit.
Does your family or you have a favorite team there?
So we're kind of everywhere, man, to be honest. My dad's from Guanajuato, León, so he went for a little bit for León and Cruz Azul, and some of his family went for Cruz Azul. My grandma went for America on my mom's side, and my dad and my mom's brother went for Chivas, but I grew up supporting Chivas, and my grandma would always get mad at me. But yeah, man, that's I kind of grew up watching all of them.
It's funny because I actually supported since I think 2005. So I was born in Brazil, by the way.
Okay.
And I supported Club America at Liga MX for a while because they knocked. I really didn't like. I don't like Flamengo. I don't know if you know Flamengo from Brazil.
Yeah.
And they knocked out when Club America had Cabañas up top, and they knocked out Flamengo, and I just became a Club America. And then I was talking to some guys from Mexico, some friend of mine, and they just didn't like Club America for some reason. They just really didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't dislike them. I just grew up. My uncle always he had like his whole room of Chivas, so I don't know. I loved it.
I remember the Chivas team with Omar Bravo up top. That was the team I remember the most. That was the team I remember. But Julian, that pretty much wraps up everything here. It was awesome. It was great to have you here. Hopefully, everyone here in the channel got to learn a little bit more about baby boy Jules now. Yeah. If Sebastian Leggett and Becky G said it, it has to be. You got to ask them to give me decent nickname, because I can't get a good nickname here in the gym.
I'll let him know for sure. I'll let him know.
But Julian Araujo, thank you very much for being here with us. Hopefully you enjoyed as well, and we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, once again, thank you so much. It was definitely a pleasure. And yeah, man, I hope to get on here one more time soon in the future. And yeah, I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, Julian.
Of course.